Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my excuse me, subscribers lesson about IELTS exam. It's Saturday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:29. It's a lovely hot summer morning. I can see the bright sunshine through my window. So I believe that you're having a fantastic time, dear viewers, wherever you're from. And if you're interested to participate in this session, it's very easy. Visit my profile and subscribe it from there. You may be eligible to get 2 free lessons. If not, you can now take the opportunity of 30% discount with the using of code Hallo Summer. So Hallo has a special offer from yesterday to up to 30th of June of 30% discount. So grab the opportunity and subscribe to any teacher. So once again, guys, it's all about IELTS exam. Are you aware of that? If you have good IELTS score, you might be eligible to get fully funded scholarship in English-speaking countries if you have got good academic results. Many universities around the world are offering 100% tuition fees waiver or scholarship for the national and international students. And the most amazing and important requirements are you have to have good scores in IELTS exam as well as in your academic result. So you can have a look through the internet search. So let's move on. And once again, guys, it's all about IELTS. So IELTS speaking tapes we have described last week, and also we're going to play a small video about IELTS exam. I also explained last week about IELTS the writing tips. So today we're going to give you some listening tips of IELTS exam. Please bear in mind that it is very important for you to understand the IELTS listening part, excuse me, audio part. Disclaimer, guys, this is the video from the British Council UK for all the IELTS candidates.
So you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Great choice. It's the test that's tried and trusted throughout the world. The IELTS listening test is designed to assess your ability to understand spoken English. The listening test is the same regardless of whether you're taking the IELTS academic or general training module. These are key details of the IELTS listening test. The paper includes 40 questions spread over 4 sections in 30 minutes. The sections get more difficult as you progress through the test. You will only hear each passage once. It's vital you follow the instructions. For instance, if the question says, write no more than 3 words, any answer with 4 words or more is automatically marked wrong. At the end of the listening, you have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Write your answers carefully. Spelling is important. Capitalization, however, is not. There are no penalties for wrong answers, so attempt all the questions, even if you're not sure of the answer. Here are some tips to help you prepare for the test. You are given time to read the questions ahead of the listening. It's vital you analyze the questions here. Look for key words in the question, usually the nouns or verbs. Underline or circle them. Make sure you know the type of answers needed. For instance, is it a name, a telephone number, an adjective? Try to predict as much as you can before you listen. Ask yourself, what is the situation? What is the topic? Who might be speaking? What might be the answers? Synonyms are important. There is often a word in a question and a different word with a similar meaning in the listening. Expect tricks. The speaker may try to confuse you. For example, they may give an answer and then change their decision. Also, be wary of negatives. Speakers might sometimes slip the word not into a sentence. Don't choose an answer just because you hear specific words. Consider the overall meaning carefully. Changes in the tone of voice can indicate this. For example, excitement or disappointment. Always have the next question in mind. It's easy to miss several answers if all of your focus is on one question. It's important to practice listening to a range of resources that might include television, films, radio, lectures, or online videos. Aim for a variety of sources of spoken English, particularly different accents. There is no substitute for practice. For more information on IELTS, please see our other videos on speaking, writing, and reading.
That's great. So, Raj, welcome. I have issue in listening. Sometimes I don't understand. In that case, you have to listen to videos or movies or audio podcast or any other conversation in English and develop your understanding. It doesn't grow automatically for us. You have to pay attention. You have to practice yourself. Remember that practice is the key factor, and obviously practicing it the right way with the right person with the right guidelines, because sometimes you practice and you get stuck and you don't move or forward because your studying technique was not appropriate for you. So in IELTS exam, you will be given 40 questions in 30 minutes. So here is the big challenging part, that when you sit for the audio test or listening part, very often if you miss a serial, it affects all of them. So you got to be very confident level so that nothing misses, I'm sorry. So it's better for you to listen as many I'll sample test conversation YouTube videos as possible. Also, watching English movie helps you develop your understanding. Okay, so I remember there is no negative marking in IELTS exam, even the answer is wrong. Okay, now actually I have to bring listening tips. Hang on a moment, please. It's not the speaking tips today, it's listening. And phrase also, if you want to take the free lessons, you're more than welcome. So as we said, the listening test is 30 minutes, 40 questions and 4 divided sections. All right, I need to change it. All right, I've done it. Listening part details. Recording 1. A conversation between two people set in an everyday social context. Recording 2. A monologue set in everyday social context, like e.g. exemplary Gracia speech about local facilities. Reading part 3. The conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational training context. And number 4, recording a monologue on an accident. Monologue on an academic subject, university lecture. Okay guys, so once again, these are the basic listening text. And the questions you will see is Multiple choice question. First one. Multiple question can be answered with one correct answer or more than one correct answer. Read the questions and read the questions and whatever. So read the questions very carefully to check how many answers are required. In the multiple choice question where you were required to choose an correct or incorrect, yeah? A question followed by three possible answers. Okay. The beginning of a sentence followed by three possible ways to complete the sentence. Yeah, very welcome, Fraj. Multiple choice questions are used to test a wide range of skill. You may require to have a detailed understanding of specific. Okay. Next one is matching. You're required to match a numbered or list of items from what you hear in the listening audio to set of questions on the question paper. The set of options may the criteria of some kind. Maybe the criteria. Matching assess the skill of listening for detail and whether you can understand information given in a conversation on everyday topic. Matching assess the skill of listening for detail and whether you can understand information. After this explanation, guys, if there is anyone interested to hop on, we can have the test. So once again, matching assesses the skill of listening for detail and whether I can understand information given in a conversation on an everyday topic, such as identifying different types of hotel and guest house accommodation. It also assesses your ability to follow a conversation between two people. Okay. It may also be used to assess your ability to recognize relationships and connection between plan, map, and diagram labeling. You'll need to complete all labels on a plan. For instance, a building map, for instance, part of town, or diagram, for instance, piece of equipment. Okay, plan, map, diagram labeling. Okay. This matching task assesses your ability to understand, for example, a description of a place. And to relate this to visual perception. Perception. Okay, what's the next tip for listening? Form note table flows are summary completion. In this completion task, you are required to fill the gaps in an outline or part or all of the listening text. Outline will both focus on the main ideas, facts in the text. A form used to record factual details such as name, address, telephones. Oops. Um, Number two, one, I've explained form. Number two, a set of notes used to summarize information using the layout to show how different items relate to one another. Table is to summarize information which relates to clear categories, place, time, price. For example, flow chart used to summarize the process, which is clear stages with the description of the process shown by arrows. And select the missing words in either way from a list presented in the questions paper from the recording. We must keep to the word limit stated in the instruction. They write very often like this: no more than 2 words and or a number. So you have to write at least 2 words or maybe a number or both together. Okay, that's very important. Let's move on. If you use more than the word limit, your answer will be marked as incorrect. So check the word. If you use more than two word limit, what happens? Your answer will be incorrect. Though there is no negative marking, but it will be marked. It won't be marked. This completion task focuses on the main points, which is a listener would naturally. Okay. And the next point is sentence completion. In the sentence completion task, you were required to read a set of sentences, summarizing key information from either all the listening text or from one part of it. So you'll fill the gap in his sentence using information from the listening text again. A word limit is given, for example, no more than two words or number. You should read the instructions very carefully, as the number of words or if you use more than the word limit, your answer will be marked as incorrect. So check your word limit carefully for each question. Contracted words will not be used. Just easy. Don't or do. Remember, it's very important. And hyphenated words count as a single word, like policeman. It is hyphenated. Sentence completion focus on your ability to identify the key information in listening test. You must understand functional relationships such as cause and effect. Short answer question. Next one. In the short answer question, we are required to read a question. Write a short answer. In the short answer questions tab, you're required to read the question and then write. Okay. Short answer using information from the listen test. Sometimes test takers are given a question which asks them to list 2 or 3 points. So as you listen more IELTS simple test or watch movies, listen to audios, podcast or YouTube or many other amazing places, it is your desired target to get high score, and which should be only possible if you study well, if you study hard. Now again, word limit. Your word limit is given, for example, no more than 2 words and no number. Okay, so that's all about listening for today. I know that there are many people watching, guys. There is a Hello offer for 30% discount. If you write this promotional code Hello Summer, you'll get 30% discount of all of your classes. I mean, live class, one-on-one, booking private lesson. So okay, let's have the listening test. One minute, guys, I'm going to share something. So These are some of the audio test. Though it is from IDP Australia, but I believe that it will be helpful for you. Actually, guys, without having the speaker, it will be difficult to conduct this test because I cannot answer by myself. So let's move on to different types of test. However, if you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. Okay, guys. Because it is a test and where students need to answer, I think it will be a good idea to share now.
Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1.
Hello, Iswandi.
Section 1.
Welcome.
You will hear a conversation between a clerk at the inquiry desk of a transport company and a man who is asking for travel information. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5.
This is 1 to 5.
You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Good morning, Travel Link. How can I help you?
Good morning. I live in Bayswater and I'd like to get to Harbour City tomorrow before 11 a.m.
Well, to get to Bayswater...
No, I live in Bayswater. My destination is Harbour City.
Oh, sorry, right. So that's Bayswater to Harbour City. Are you planning to travel by bus or train?
The man wants to go to Harbour City, so Harbour City has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good morning, Travel Link. How can I help you?
Good morning. I live in Bayswater and I'd like to get to Harbour City tomorrow before 11 a.m.
Well, to get to Bayswater...
No, I live in Bayswater. My destination is Harbour City.
Oh, sorry. Right, so that's Bayswater to Harbour City. Are you planning to travel by bus or train?
I don't mind really. Whichever option is faster, I suppose.
Well, if you catch a railway express, that'll get you there in under an hour. Let's see. Yes, if you can make the 9:30 a.m. express, I'd recommend you do that.
Great. Which station does that leave from?
Helendale is the nearest train station to you.
Did you say Helensvale?
No, Helendale. That's Helendale.
What's the best way to get to the Helendale station then?
Well, hang on a minute while I look into that. Now, it seems to me that you have two options. Option 1 would be to take the 7:06 bus from the Bayswater Shopping Centre to Central Street. When you get there, you transfer to another bus, which will take you to the station. Or the second option, if you don't mind walking a couple of kilometres, is to go directly to Central Street and get straight on the bus going to the train station.
Okay. Which bus is that?
The 792 will take you to the station.
I guess the walk will be good for me, so that might be the better option. What time do I catch the 792?
There are two buses that should get you to the station on time. One just before 9 o'clock and just after. But look, at that time of the morning, it might be better to take the earlier, just in case there's a traffic jam or something. The 8:55 is probably safer than the 9:05.
Yeah, I don't want to miss the train, so I'll be sure to get on the 5 to 9 bus.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10.
So question 6 to 10. If any is interested to join, they are more than welcome.
Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
By the way, how much will I have to pay in fares?
Well, you can get a ticket on the bus for $1.80 cash, and you'll need $10 each way for the train. Wait, do you have a Travel Link card?
No, but I can get one before tomorrow.
Okay, well, that'll make it considerably cheaper then. The bus will cost $1.50 each way, and the train to Harbour City will still cost $10 because you'll be travelling during peak hours in the morning, so no savings there, I'm afraid. However, if you could come back at an off-peak time...
What does that mean?
Well, if you could start your return journey before 5 p.m. or later than 7:30 in the evening...
Actually, I wasn't planning on coming back till at least 8 o'clock anyway.
Oh, in that case, you can make quite a saving if you use your Travel Link card. You did say you were planning to purchase one, didn't you?
Yes, I'll pick one up later today.
Good. That would mean your return train journey would only cost you $7.15 with your card.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Actually, there is. Do you know if I can use the Travel Link card on ferries?
If you're thinking of the Harbour City ferries that go back and forth between the North and South Bank, those are the commuter ferries, then yes. A one-way trip costs $4.50, but with your card, you'd make a 20% saving and only pay $3.55.
So $3.55 for the commuter ferry. What about the tour boats?
You mean the tourist ferries that go upriver on sightseeing tours? No, they only take cash or credit card. They're not part of the Travel Link company.
Oh, I see. I don't suppose you know the cost of a tour.
In actual fact, I do, because I took a friend on the trip upriver just last week. We decided on the afternoon tour, and that was $35 each, but I understand that you could do the whole day for $65.
Thank you. You've been a great help.
My pleasure. Enjoy your day out.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
So this is how the test goes on. So remember guys, by participation here is the best way to double up your listening part.
Now
So
turn to section 2.
hang on a second. I have to go to section 2.
Section 2. You will hear a guidance counsellor talking to a group of students. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14. Listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Hello, everyone. I'm the counselling administrator here at St Ives College, and I've been asked to come and talk to you about our counselling team and the services that we offer. We have 3 professional counsellors here at St Ives, Louise Bagshaw, Tony Denby and Naomi Flynn. They each hold daily one-on-one sessions with students, but which counsellor you see will depend on a number of factors. If you've never used a counsellor before, then you should make an appointment with Naomi Flynn. Naomi specialises in seeing new students and offers a preliminary session where she will talk to you about what you can expect from counselling, followed by some simple questions about what you would like to discuss. This can be really helpful for students who are feeling a bit worried about the counselling process. Naomi is also the best option for students who can only see a counsellor outside office hours. She is not in on Mondays, but starts early on Wednesday mornings and works late on Thursday evenings, so you can see her before your first class or after your last class on those days. Louise staffs our drop-in centre throughout the day. If you need to see someone without a prior appointment, then she is the one to visit. Please note that if you use this service, then Louise will either see you herself or place you with the next available counsellor. If you want to be sure to see the same counsellor on each visit, then we strongly recommend you make an appointment ahead of time. You can do this at reception during office hours or by using our online booking form. Tony is our newest addition to the counselling team. He is our only male counsellor, and he has an extensive background in stress management and relaxation techniques. We encourage anyone who is trying to deal with anxiety to see him. Tony will introduce you to a full range of techniques to help you cope with this problem, such as body awareness, time management, and positive reinforcement.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20.
So have a look.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Each semester, the counselling team runs a number of small group workshops. These last for 2 hours and are free to all enrolled students. Our first workshop is called Adjusting. We've found that tertiary education can come as a big shock for some people. After the structured learning environment of school, it is easy to feel lost. In this workshop, we will introduce you to what is necessary for academic success. As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this offering. Getting organized follows on from the first workshop. Here, we're going to help you break the habit of putting things off, get the most out of your time, and discover the right balance between academic and recreational activities. With getting organized, we're catering to a broader crowd, which includes all undergraduates and postgraduates. Next up is a workshop called Communicating. The way people interact here may be quite different to what you're used to, especially if you've come from abroad. We'll cover an area that many foreign students struggle with, how to talk with teachers and other staff. We'll cover all aspects of multicultural communication. International students tend to get a lot out of this class, so we particularly encourage you to come along. But I must say that sometimes students from a local background find it helpful too, so everyone is welcome. The anxiety workshop is held later on in the year and deals with something you will all be familiar with, nerves and anxiety that come when exams are approaching. Many students go through their entire academic careers suffering like this, but you don't have to. Come to this workshop and we'll teach you all about relaxation and how to breathe properly, as well as meditation and other strategies to remain calm. We've tailored this workshop to anyone who is going to sit exams. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. The big topic here is how to stay on target and motivated during long-term research projects. This workshop is strictly for research students, as less advanced students already have several workshops catering to their needs. Well, that's it. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions or want more information about our services, do come see us at the counselling service.
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Okay, guys.
Section 3. You will hear a conversation between a tutor and 2 students who are preparing for an English literature test. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24.
So that's got 21 to 24.
Listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 24.
Hello, Lorna, Ian. Glad you could make it. You're the only 2 who put your names down for this literature tutorial, so let's get started, shall we? I want to run over some aspects of the novel The Secret Garden with you before test next week. Be sure to take some notes and ask questions if you need to.
Hey, Lorna, have you got a spare pen?
Sure, here you are.
Okay, so the story follows 2 key characters. You should refer to them as protagonists, who go by the names of Mary Lennox and Colin Craven. The story is set shortly after the turn of the 20th century, and the narrative tracks the development of the protagonists as they learn to overcome their own personal troubles together.
That's quite a common storyline, isn't it?
Yes, you're right, Lorna. So what can you tell me about the character of Mary?
Well, in the beginning, she is an angry, rude child who was orphaned after a cholera outbreak and forced to leave India and move to the United Kingdom to her uncle's house in Yorkshire.
That's right. And there she meets Colin, who spends his days in an isolated room, believing himself to be permanently crippled, with no hope of ever gaining the ability to walk. The 2 strike up a friendship, and gradually learn by encouraging each other that they can both become healthy, happy, and fulfilled in life.
Will we need to remember a lot of these details for the exam?
Just the basic outline. Examiners don't want to read a plot summary, they know what the book is about. Focus on narrative techniques instead, such as point of view.
What's that mean?
It's all about how we see the story. This story, for example, is written from the perspective of what is called an omniscient narrator. Omniscient means all-knowing. So as readers, we get to see how all the characters feel about things, what they like and don't like, and what their motivations are in the story.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 25 to 30.
Okay, I think we have to finish today, guys. So, guys, it's really very important for you to participate with the listen test in
Now
order
listen
to.
and answer questions 25 to 30.
Won't it be hard to write a technical?
So, how to say? It is important for you to participate this kind of test, because if you're in the comment section, it will not be possible for you to make comments and interact. Remember, Hallo has offered the code. I'm writing for you. Hello Summer, this is the promotional code for the 30% discounts of all of your classes, one-on-one and private booking lessons. So the offer is valid up to 30th of June. Please remember that after 30th June, this link, the code is not going to work. So grab the opportunity if you want to subscribe to your favorite teacher. You can save lots of money. Okay, guys, once again, thank you very much for being here. Remember that every participation, every activity for you will help learn and develop your English language. And as you might be aware, the IELTS exam has 4 parts: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. You need to practice all of them with a qualified and competent teacher. Learn something that will help you grow more. Learn something that will help you develop your career. Learn something today and practice it, which will help you build up your confidence. It is very important to have your confidence level grow up, okay? So thank you very much, guys, once again for watching this. If you've got any questions, comments, I'll be happy to answer it. Hello, Nasik, welcome. So once again, guys, the people who are new users, like what goes the sprout, the 2 green lip sign, they are entitled have 2 free lessons. And other people, they have to use the Hallo code, Hallo Summer, or if you don't want to use the code, you have to just go on with a monthly subscription. Okay, I've got 90 seconds more. And as you might be aware that if you have good score in IELTS exam, it will be much helpful for you to study abroad or going on an immigration or registration or training. And you may be surprised to know, after the COVID, thousands of universities around the world are offering scholarship and fully grant for the international students in 2 conditions, provided that you have got very good results in the last academic year and Number two is that you must have good IELTS score, which is more than 7 or above. You'll get 100% tuition weight for scholarship. Thank you very much once again, guys, for joining. Remember, whatever you learn from anyone, practice it. Practice is the key word or magic word. All right. Best of luck for English learning and for your future career. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Take care and breathe.